Ultimates, welcome back to the Ressies podcast. Running on your face,
Jarra Davis edition.
I'm not supposed to introduce him yet, but welcome back to the Ressies podcast, episode 2. As always, Srey, Checkman, myself are here, and we have alongside us the mighty Jarra Davis.
Yeah, woo! Everybody clap, everybody clap.
Thank you. Keep clapping. Keep clapping.
No, let's not.
We won't.
Okay.
All right, so J-Man, how have you been? How's your last week or so been? Because we've seen a lot of you with a lot of the Marmalade boys.
Yeah, no, it's been a busy.
Someone's had to fill the void.
Yeah, well, Will was gone, and I said, you know what, I need to fill his shoes for a little bit. Big shoes to fill.
Replacement Will.
But I think I did a pretty good job.
Kmart Will.
Oh, Will.
Yes,
No, I love that.
Get that in nice and early. But yeah, so you boys got busy. We'll start with you, Srey.
Yep.
You got a job.
I do have a job now, guys.
You got
Don't
a
worry
job
about
at the
me.
Riser.
How's the bank balance
Yeah,
going?
bank balance still looks incredibly sad.
Can you
yes.
afford rent next week?
No.
Can you afford a beer at the place you work?
No. But yes, I'm currently working. So, you know, I'm a working class man.
What's
You
the
know,
pay rates?
I couldn't tell you. So I'm not sure.
That's classified.
Private information, man. You know me. Yeah, you know, keep it low key.
Are you like predominantly working downstairs in front of all the people? Just like
Sometimes, usually when I work during the week, I work at the back bar, and I work. It's like connected to the bottle there, so
That's
I
where
work
the
in the
cool kids
bottle.
hang out.
We went and visited him the other day.
Yeah.
He poured me a glass of water. That's all I got for you.
That's all you
It's the most
So
work
much
I've seen him
inside
do.
value, hey.
Yeah, that's huge. It's got here as well. Matt Cottrell listened to. Did you jam up or something?
Look,
or?
I'll tell you what. Last week we asked who's your favourite Resi player, who gives off the most Resi energy in the AFL, and I said Matt Cottrell. And that was coming into an elimination final against Sydney, where you would think the forwards are going to stand up Harry Mackay and Charlie Kerno, but no. Matt Cottrell, 2 goals, 17 touches, and he played almost the entire game, like 95% time on ground. He was just everywhere. A lot of pressure acts, which we love, but the 2 snags were very important when I think Charlie only kicked 1 and Harry Mackay kicked nothing.
It's very good from him. So
Yeah.
maybe he's actually not a Ressies footballer.
Did anyone see
Yeah,
Harry Mackay kick the Srey snag?
Oh, that's
Well,
not
the
okay.
Srey
Yeah, I
snag.
thought we were
He
going
was
to
10 metres out and he kicked the same sort of kick to Srey. We did demo on Marmalade. There's like half the screen was Harry Mackay's shot and half the screen was Shrey's shot.
Oh, I did.
And
see
they
that.
both like went off the screen at the same time and everything. The angles were matching and there's like they were identical. We'd been watching too much Srey footage.
But there was a lot of Shrey kicks on the weekend. Like,
Big boys were struggling in the
They
finals.
need to watch more of the biggest game of Ressies and less of the regular season Srey because the
Yeah.
biggest game of Ressies Srey was a different type of Srey.
different breed.
Speaking of different types of Srey, there was a different type of Srey in Adelaide last week.
Was
Yeah,
there?
I actually.
Please do
So
tell.
we went back to Adelaide, obviously. We got picked into the Div Dog Ressies in the elimination final. I couldn't tell you how I got picked. Haven't trained in 6 weeks.
We started on the bench.
We started on the bench, but as a
Foreign territory for me, even
as a
not so
known
foreign
pine
for...
warmer,
Yeah.
I understand. I warmed the pine hard, but I got on for the first quarter. I really didn't get near it. The second quarter, I reckon I had like 4 touches. And if
Contested.
contested
Contested footy.
Contested footy.
And if anybody who knows me,
and
I hate
Srey in the same
putting my head
sentence.
over the footy. I hate
There was a
touching the
period
footy.
of play where there was 3-on-1. The ball was coming in, and Srey was the one,
Oh,
and
wow.
he had 3 around him, and the ball hit the deck, and Srey, what do they call it? Dusty Martin fend off 2 blokes, and then tackled the other bloke and caused the ball
A
up.
few stiffies.
And I've never
No, I did,
never seen anything like
A
it.
few stiffies.
There's one of those ones where the ball.
Srey.
I was on the bench at the time, which was rare. I was just watching Srey on the field, and the ball was coming in, and everyone on the bench and everyone around has gone, oh, as they've seen like the ball heading towards Srey, like it's a missed kick, and everyone's just like, there's just the mood's gone, oh, and then I've never seen a reaction like it. It was almost like when he kicked his first goal, when he just straight armed 2 blokes and tackled the third. Like they almost stormed the field for it.
That's huge from
That's
Srey.
had half the contest, and I think I did.
And then what happened after that?
Did
his knee.
I hurt my knee really, really badly.
ACL.
I think a bit of,
Suspected
no, I'm not
ACL.
sure. I haven't got to check that out, but bone bruising. I'm struggling to kick the footy, struggling to walk as well. So no sympathy from my friend over here. Does not care.
Fire out, Joel.
I
come on.
gave him my dim sims to ice his knee.
Dim Sims.
Frozen dimmies. We don't have ice packs at home.
Yeah.
So back on the elimination final. Checkman, obviously you got a nice pair of new wheels. I think
so did Schrader.
I think the crowd will not be happy because they were white.
I
White
was
Pumas.
a little bit upset. They looked like he was wearing shoes.
Yeah,
that
like
was my opinion.
Genuine Reeboks.
Well, Anne Hatchard wears them, Jack still wears them, and I also wear them. So
Couldn't have asked for them in like black. Or
Yeah.
a bit of a-
Srey got given a pair of boots to wear in the final. Did you wear them in the final?
No, I couldn't. They are too big.
Oh, too big.
They were
gave
too
you
big. I
clown
love them. They're
shoes.
comfy, but my toe, it's.
We're
it's
giving our
about
first
far.
boot sponsor of all time, our first sponsor in general ever of all time, and we Shrey's repping the Asics.
Well, you can't,
career savers,
leave the
man.
career savers, but you
Yeah.
also ordered me the wrong size.
Yeah, can't blame him for.
To be fair, they called me asking what size he wanted, and at the time you were staying in our lounge room,
Oh yeah.
and you were at work, and Srey was asleep. And there was a pair of shoes on the floor in the lounge room. And normally when there's a pair of shoes on the floor in the lounge room, they belong to Srey.
Yeah.
Like 99 times out of 100, Srey normally has at least 2 or 3 pairs of shoes
Wouldn't
just
have thought so.
floating around on the lounge room floor. Which
Can
you
I-
would have witnessed being at our house. You've witnessed this.
Well, what colour are the footy boots?
The black with the white sort of stripe, a little bit of
Puma
pink,
Kings.
little bit
Puma
of pink.
Kings.
Puma Kings. Yeah.
Oh,
They're just too long. Like,
Oh, have
they're-
them?
Yeah,
Yep.
they're size 11, so they might not fit you.
size 11. What on earth were they doing?
It's end of season, man. No one's got footy boots in stock. That's why we had to bring them up and ask for the sponsor.
I'm a size 11.
You
Yeah.
know who's? I definitely reckon you picked up those shoes.
No, because his shoes are dirty. Jarra doesn't clean his shoes, whereas like I know I've seen Srey occasionally pull out the brush and clean his shoes.
I don't clean
Occasionally,
my
not all the
shoes.
time, but occasionally if he's gone out somewhere fancy, gives him a polish. I
The
thought,
pub.
yeah,
Because people admire shoes at the pub.
have seen that before. So I
Hey,
thought
legend.
these have to be Srey
Shoes
shoes.
look good.
Middle of the lounge room floor, considerably smaller than my size 14s. But no, Srey wears a size 4 kids shoe, so
Yeah. I wear a size 9 in men's.
so he can't wear the size 10.
I think I'm like a yeah.
They're size 11.
Nine or
It's too
10.
big. It's like you put your foot on a whole another
Wear another
foot
pair of
after my foot.
socks.
I did. It's not the width. It's the length. It's like I'm wearing Krusty the Clown slippers, brother.
Or maybe we can give him to Jarra so he can stop wearing boots with his name on them.
Oh.
That's
Controversial.
that's good.
Davis.
That's a good thing.
Nah, probably is.
uh,
Anyways,
not what legends do. Anyway, moving on. You guys went to, well, all three of you went to the
A lot of footy.
Richmond AFLW game. I'll
much
touch on
footy.
to start
so
off with.
much footy.
You drank honeycomb and strawberry milk with Jess Hosking.
Yes.
First, sick. Two, why honeycomb and strawberry?
Just
That's all they had left in the rooms. We were kicking footies with Goxie
Yeah.
on the oval. Don't know how that occurred, but so basically, all right, so
Okay.
to wind it back a little bit, it's like raining, it's freezing cold, it's ice cold down at Icon Park.
Mhm.
Not a lot of crowd. Clashed with the biggest final of the round, the Collingwood Melbourne final. So there was 1,000 people at the ground. 500 of them were up in a private function. So there was only 500 people in the stands. Sirens rung, everyone's gone home, and then they've rung the siren for kick to kick, and there's about 11 people left at the oval.
Oh no.
So they've done a kick to kick with legitimately the 11 people at the oval. We get on the oval, we're kicking from 60 out, and then Jarra Davis just goes, "That's Goxie in the goal square."
he was just chilling out in the goal square.
He was in his slippers, just kicking
the
snags.
mockies. The mockers.
With a genuine kids footy. Like,
Yeah, his footy needed a bit of air, but he was in the moccasins,
Mm.
and it was icy wet surface, so he was slipping around everywhere,
Oh
but
my God.
he took a few good grabs. So we had a good kick. We waited for kick to kick ended. They blew the second siren. We had to leave the ground, and then just as we were leaving, Jess Hosking finds us on the way out
Oh yeah.
and goes, "Lads, I've got some milks." And she runs back in the change rooms because she only had 2,
Yeah.
but there was 3 of us, so well, technically 4, including her. So she ran back in, but she comes back out and she goes, "Everyone's pinched all the chockies at the first grabbed one, so I've only got strawberry and honeycomb left." That's all that's left on the table.
Where's-
So all I've got from that is the Richmond girls greedy guts for chocolate milk.
Yeah.
And I'm not okay
Where's
with
the
that.
decorum?
You're not okay with that. You would rather not like chocolate milk.
Let's shed the love. That's what I think. Let's shed love.
If I was
Where
walking in
is
the
the
change rooms after a
love?
game, I'd be taking the chocolate milk. I wouldn't be like, I wonder if someone else wants that. Better save that for someone else.
Well, if you can,
Sorry,
Just
what?
Be nice. Just be nice.
if you can
know?
smell in the air. Oh, there's a Srey in it.
They know I'm
Check
there.
man in the crowd.
I think you
Like
just
give 'em the
gotta.
milk.
If it's there, you take it. You don't leave it for a second chance.
You know what? How about
Maybe
they
not,
just
but-
don't get honeycomb strawberry?
Yeah, just like the chalk.
I think,
Stop
it's,
the
I think it's a
chalk.
Spono deal. I don't think it's up to them to choose which milks they get. But yeah, anyways, we necked the milks, and she necked hers in about 3 seconds flat.
I
and
was
then
followed closely behind. I did. I'll tell you that. I was close.
Still a couple seconds behind though. Like
No.
it was incredible
Yeah.
how fast she put this down. But then immediately after, we made her laugh. and all the milk came back up through her nose.
Oh,
So I declare myself the winner.
disqualified. You.
I was.
Two from two in.
It was impressive
Yeah.
watching an entire 600 ml of milk come out someone's nose, but like, yeah.
I mean,
Because if you're not
funny.
first, you're last.
Yeah, exactly right. Finals footy. What was the atmosphere like? I remember seeing a few photos of you boys. You're in the standing area for one of them.
Collingwood game, we had to get standing room tickets. Obviously, there was like 92,000 there, sold out. Probably wasn't the worst thing because the weather was pretty bad, so we were out of the rain. Which
Just
we were,
happy to be there.
Yes, pretty much.
Jarra Davis, you had a ticket in the stands and you decided to come stand with us, which was really nice because otherwise, like, for one, you would have been sitting on your own, which would have been a little bit weird going the footy by yourself. But I mean, we had a third friend, so we were missing Willie big time, and we had Jarra holding their hand the entire game, protecting us from the scary Collingwood members.
Because they were
were in front of
scary.
us.
Thanks for standing in, brother.
Yeah.
Srey wore a Melbourne shirt to the game and decided we stood behind the Collingwood cheer squad. So by quarter time, he already had a target on his head and he had to put a jumper on.
So a few choice words were sent my way. We'll leave it at that. A few choice words.
Fair enough.
Especially after that Braden Maynard incident.
Yeah,
There
speaking
was
of
a
Braden
lot
Maynard,
a lot of choice words to Srey after
Jarrett,
that.
just flat answer, no discussion. Suspension, yes or no?
No.
Fair enough. All right, that's what I wanted.
That's all we
Srey,
want.
would
yes.
you
Shrey's an idiot.
trade period coming up?
No.
Finish the question.
All right. Well, earlier
for
this
the
day, Srey told
listeners.
me, being an LA Crows fan, he would not like Braden Maynard at his club. He said he's not. He's like I wouldn't. He's not a player I'd want in my team.
I think he's a good player. I don't think he's a bad player, but I just wouldn't want him to the Crows.
Like, is there a certain reason why?
Seems like a bit of a liability. 2 weeks off. He might miss the grand final. And is he not like a very important player at Collingwood? For him to
But
be
you
like-
wouldn't have him ahead of. I don't know. I'm trying to name some Crows players.
I don't-
I'm not going to name any Crows players, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't have him in your Crows best 22.
Yeah.
He would be in the best 23, but I don't think it would fit. I think he's a Collingwood through and through.
But if you had the option to get him, you said you wouldn't have him.
No, I don't think so.
Just bad. Just bad footy analysis.
He'd be my first 5 picked.
This is like the opposite of David King that I'm sitting across.
Okay,
He's
sorry.
Shravid King.
We don't listen to SEN, brother. Sorry.
You know, Brandon Maynard comes in here like quite frequently.
That's okay.
He sits in
I
that
said
chair
it-
you're
what did I
sitting in
just
right
say? He's
now.
a good football player.
But you wouldn't have him at the Crows.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Well, if you want to come to St Kilda, Braden Maynard, please let
Oh,
us
okay.
know.
Oh, that's a great place
Brazzy,
to
if
be.
you want to go to North or Doggies, I'll happily support you either or.
Yeah.
North.
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 Yeah,
Oh,
why
yeah,
North?
you're a faux North man.
I'm a North man, guys.
Why?
Well, my family goes for North, and I really like what they're putting up. E.g., I'm very good friends with Charlie Cobb.
Chom's cuts. Chom's
Chom's,
haircuts. We're due for
yeah.
another one. They're growing out. I could do a little trim up.
I'm due for another haircut, but I like the vibes that come from North Melbourne. And
We speaking of finals, we also went to the St Kilda game, and
Yes.
while St Kilda lost, Srey pulled out. I don't know if he's got it on him at the moment, but he pulled out a magnificent find out of his wallet.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Srey, the man, he has no money on him. He's
Yeah, I
been
was going to say.
paying for everything with the coins he finds under his bed the last few weeks. So he's been bringing his wallet places. Most people just bring their pay wave on their
Yeah,
phone.
you need your wallet.
He's been bringing the wallet with the coins so he can pay for food. But we found a new development in his wallet. I'm hoping
oh my god,
Yeah, this is, guys, is podcast.
that wasn't what I was aiming
Yeah,
for.
I was thinking the other
There's
thing.
another thing in there.
I was
That's not even
thinking
it.
the other
You've
thing.
just pulled out a Fraser Gehrig gold poker chip,
Okay, yeah.
which
We
I
were-
didn't even. That wasn't even in my head.
Checkers
That's
and I
okay.
were on a different
That's
page
awesome.
here. There's
Okay,
something
I've got
else.
That's a good find.
This is good. So with this, guys, is a Fraser Gehrig poker chip. It's gold from Tops.
yeah,
2006.
Oh,
So
no,
it's
it's 2008.
76
It's 2008.
goals that year. Yeah, 2008. 2007, sorry.
2007.
But
And
there's
this-
something.
There's something even
There's
bigger in here.
something-
In the Velcro wallet. I don't know if you can you open that Velcro again in the microphone so the listeners at
Yeah,
home can
sorry,
hear.
So I own a Velcro wallet. so
I had the same wallet when I was 13.
it's in
Sounds of the
somewhere.
game. That
Hold
that
on,
is
guys.
sounds of the game.
That's
Oh, it's a bit
huge.
squished.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So this, guys, is my pride and joy.
J-pop.
A
This is
silver.
a silver Jason Paul Pleasure card from 2010.
Team coach card, silver,
Yes.
Jason Paul Pleasure. It's got the mug shot on the front.
Yep.
It's a little bit crushed. It's been in the
It
wallet,
did,
but he
yeah.
was whipping it out between every quarter. There was a lot of ladies around us at St Kilda for some reason, and they were drawn to this card.
They loved it.
The pop man.
Yeah, the
Whoa,
pop man.
he-
He seems to be every female St Kilda supporter just knew who Jason Paul Pleasure is, and I
Yeah.
don't know why that is a thing,
I
but
can't blame him.
I remember he had big biceps back in the day. So
Oh,
He's
snakes.
he's a good looking man.
And he wore the 40 too, which is an attractive number.
40's
Nice
a
and
good
round.
number.
speaking
I
of
used to wear
big
the 40.
big biceps, you were flexing them out on the festival circuit last week.
Wasn't he?
I heard you were at Stereo Sonic last weekend.
Stereo
In
Sonic.
the stringlet.
When's the last time they hosted a Stereo Sonic?
Yes, guys, I went.
Oh my god.
I was in a different country, like, you know.
Jet setting.
Just
Footy trip.
I wish it was a footy trip.
Almost.
I went to New Zealand, Queenstown for Snow Machine Music Festival. Went with a few mates. Went skiing. Did some drinking. Partied, drinking. Got really sore. Then I did some more drinking. But yeah, Queenstown was beautiful. My knees absolutely cooked because on the first day when I was skiing, I fell over about 10 times.
So we've got Srey with the potential ACL, and you've done one as well. So
Should we go to the specials together or something?
I think we should
could
go
cut
to
down
the
on the
specials.
price.
between the table of 4 here, we have 2 working knees.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I was at lunch today with you boys, and I just had to keep stretching it out because it was just so sore. But yeah, that's. I've just got 3 words.
Some off-season surgery coming in there, some rehab.
Beers, skiing.
You know what that
legend.
means?
That's how.
You know what that means? Delayed start to pre-season.
Oh,
Don't we just love that one? Don't we just love that?
for cricket season, no. I wanted to do pre-season so badly. No.
Just tell you what.
You have to come in off the short run now.
Oh, no.
Offies?
Couple of offies. I've actually bought a new pair of sunglasses that will
Help with the
help
knee.
with the offies.
Are you going to
Oh, with the
bowl in
offies?
them?
Yeah, I'm gonna bowl in them.
I'll bowl
I'm
in
gonna bowl in
something.
them.
Cricket clubs, quickly, speaking of cricket clubs,
Yeah, sorry.
we went to lunch today, and in the window of Jethro's canteen was an advertisement for Richmond Cricket Club looking for players.
Richmond City.
And then
Cricket Club.
just walking down the street to pick up some Uber Eats that I got just before for a segment later on in the pod. The advertisement was also in the window of Touch of Thailand, the Amcow,
asking for
pharmacy, and also in the newsagent. So there's a lot of advertising going on around for this Richmond Cricket Club. They must be desperate.
I'm concerned with the Touch of Thailand call. What's we would then put that there?
I don't know, but it was in the window.
Yeah. Oh.
Which means someone from Richmond Cricket Club has gone into Touch of Thailand and said, can I please advertise for my cricket club in your window?
It's a good recovery spot.
He said to
there.
his local masseuse, "Hello, I'm gonna put this in here."
Yeah,
But there's
I don't mind it.
advertising going on in the local area, and we are seeking a cricket club.
Richmond City. Anyone out there who plays for Richmond City, if you want to reach out to us,
Flick us a message.
please flick
Well,
us
I'll be
a message.
flicking them a message. There's a number on the
Yeah,
bottom of the
true.
flyer. But we're looking for a cricket club. We've had a few people message in. We're going to get
No
back
one's
to them
really
this
sold it
week.
to me.
Yeah, you got to sell us your canteen to start with.
That's
Or
important.
Am I
but
playing in this?
You
Yeah,
can come
you
play
can
a few
play.
games. Depends what your skills are like. We're going to have to put you through some rigorous
Oh.
net sessions.
I don't think it'd be that great.
No, I can just tell you don't play cricket from
I've
looking at
seen-
you.
Is there cashies involved?
Oh,
Definitely
you
no.
would,
No,
and
you, no,
you
you have to bring a good
so
afternoon
you're
tea.
not coming to play.
You gotta pay subs, man.
Yeah, you have to pay.
Yeah,
some.
subs before round 1 or you're not getting picked.
Simple maths.
I'm not playing if I'm not getting paid.
Yeah.
Well, after this pod, I'm
I
going
averaged
to
four
be
last
ringing.
year.
That's
Gonna be ringing
fair.
up Richmond Cricket Club and asking the terms and conditions. If that doesn't come through, hopefully someone listening to the pod, keep sending in your club. Send us emails. We've got the email link to our Instagram, or just flick us an Insta DM. But we are looking for a cricket club this week. I'm actually getting a phone call right now, and I think it's Richmond Cricket Club. But
Oh no.
I'll send in a DM of inquiry before the pod. I'll answer that after the podcast. Anyways, we are looking for a cricket club. So your knee's cooked. Your knee's cooked.
Yeah, I'm on the right.
Jarra Davis wants matches. So if
Oh.
you're just looking for a medium-paced bowler, that's me.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on the look.
Yeah.
Anyways, back to your music festivals.
Yes.
I have a question to ask you.
Please do.
You said Queenstown, beautiful place.
Yeah.
You also might have sent me a message during the week saying Queenstown had some beautiful women at the music festival.
Yeah. New Zealand was provided.
Heard through a good source you might have finally got your kissing license.
No, I didn't.
It was a bad
That
source
was a
then.
bad
Yeah,
source.
let's cut that
Yeah,
out.
really bad
I'm
source.
friendly behind cutting that out because that was
No,
terrible.
Queenstown was a beautiful place, but
I heard there was a breaking news sort of,
oh,
investigative
Yeah.
report that you did over there.
Yeah,
oh
it's-
guys,
it's-
exclusive news.
Tragedy almost.
This is
Queen-
Mitch Cleary-esque, this.
Queenstown, there's holes in the pint glasses.
Fuck!
Guys, just do yourself a favour and don't go there.
Front page of the Queenstown Advertiser.
Rising.
rising issues in the local
Oh, no.
local
The
environment.
Ballarat, Captains, Pig and Whistle, Major. They're all,
Lambies,
oh, they've all got
Lambies.
holes.
the Riser.
They've all got holes.
What is it with all these pubs?
Yeah, the pandemic is just getting out of hand.
But just chain and supply, isn't it? It's not going well.
So I think we need to do something to fight against these
We should.
holes.
You
in
guys should
pint
release your
glasses.
own pint glasses.
With
They'd be like jugs.
the ones with the spouts and everything.
Thanks, Basil.
Welcome back to F1170. Srey, how are you feeling?
I'm good, mate. How you look? It's a little bit of visual clip, so I'm just gonna have a quick look at it. First time seeing it.
This is the first rendition of the F1170. And it's been sent in by...
Not sure.
I don't know. So, Nida96 has emailed us a video, and we're going to have a look at it now. So,
Okay, well, we get a bit of a description. It's obviously Tassie's 2 football, so it's Tassie's reserves.
yes.
Hey, boys, just wanted to show you my mate, who is not a hot-head at all, getting up and about, kicking a snag against a team that they thought they smashed us in a qualifying final. We beat them for 7 on the trot and playing in a prelim this week.
Good on
This
Nida.
is impressive. Let's see this video.
Good on Mr. 96.
Alright, here we are.
Here we go.
Set shot.
I like the kit, the yellow and the black
Yeah, I don't
stripes
mind it.
across.
Set a touch on the right side. Right footer puts his foot through it.
Good kick.
And he doesn't, he just let him know about it as well.
4 on 1.
Straight into the man on the mark.
Number 15 has had an absolute stinker there.
Jesus.
Jay Willikers.
So if anybody that obviously can't see it, but he's kicked the snag, you know, I'm assuming to put them up.
Yeah.
And he just got into the man on the mark. Mason Cox style. He just got into him.
Just leveled him.
And look, you know, we can't be condoning that, but we love a bit of biff.
Tell you what, at least he's kicking the goal because that's where I missed one for the Div 12 as
Oh,
game.
didn't you just...
Didn't I just spray
You just
it?
sliced it, that one.
Just sprayed
That's
it.
alright, mate.
But Nida, good stuff, boy.
Not a 96. Should we give his email out? No, we shouldn't.
No, probably not.
Alright, if you
good
guys...
luck in the prelim as well, big fella.
Oh, yes, exciting. And if you guys want to be featured on A41170, send us a message, voice message, videos. Maybe a voice message next. I want a voice message.
Yeah, let's do a
Stories,
voice message.
anything, and we will react and critique and analyse.
And analyse.
Yeah, just us. Too easy.
Righty. Oh, we are back. All right, Jarra, we're going to touch on you a bit more.
Please touch
Formally-
me.
Yeah, I love
Please
touching him a
touch
little bit
me.
more.
First guest of the podcast too.
Yeah, so you're actually the inaugural guest of the Ressies podcast.
Like an inaugural member of the Gold Coast Suns.
yeah.
Michael
Prestigious
Code,
list.
It's
Michael
really not a
Code,
prestige.
Tom Nichols.
Josh Toy,
Who?
Josh Toy,
Sam-
Carmichael Hunt.
That's
Seb Tape,
one of my favourite players, actually.
Sam
so.
Day, David Swallow.
Jared Harbrow.
David Swallow
Cook
still
Miller?
has never played in a final. You know that, right?
Guys.
That's not Pot David Swallow. He's a great
Guys.
player.
How have we not said the
Oh,
grandfather?
no.
Nathan Ablett.
Oh, I thought we were going for goals and that.
Oh, that bloke is
No, we don't like guys.
Lewis Moss.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right, now this is just footy.
I want to call
territory.
out Daniel Gorringe, actually,
Okay,
to
well,
a boxing
that's-
match.
Whoa,
Oh,
all
that's-
right.
okay.
So stare down the barrel of the camera. You can do it yourself, man.
Daniel Gorringe, what is he, 6'7"?
I don't know.
I'm calling him out. I will fuck you up.
Oh,
We're gonna have to
I will
bleep.
fuck you
We're
up.
gonna have to bleep some things
yeah,
here.
we have to blame that one
Yeah.
out.
There's
Thanks,
gonna be a lot of
man.
bleeping.
This is
Just a reminder to the editor to put some bleeps in right now.
Just a few. Beep,
Timestamp this.
Yeah, what's the-
beep, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Maybe just bleep that whole bit because I think you're gonna wake up tomorrow and regret the whole bit where you said Daniel Gorringe. Just bleep bleep. I will bleep bleep bleep. We'll run
Might
with
even walk
that.
through the door and just punch in the face.
He's actually almost here. which is
Anyways,
scary.
you are the first guest of the Ressies podcast. You featured in the biggest game of Ressies and had a very famous moment on the ground as well.
featured. I
Very
was
Featured.
famous few moments. My favourite moment of the whole night was him stiff arming someone in the first quarter.
He ended a career that night.
Oh.
Not the man he jumped on, but the career of Warwick Kappa. That man can no longer do shout-outs saying call air traffic control because now Jarra Davis owns the title.
No, absolutely.
he's not wrong. He's not wrong, guys.
Trey ended Buddy Franklin's career. You ended Warwick Kappa's career.
Two
Really
Sydney
bad
greats.
night for the Sydney Swans at Div 12 Ressies game.
Jesus.
Nick Davis come to save us. Jarra Davis come to
Jared
save
Davis
us.
has come to save us.
And I'm feeling good about it.
So,
I'll tell you that.
J-Man, when I chatted to you about your stiff arm, we'll get it to your mark eventually, but your stiff arm in the first quarter, did you, mean to do that?
No, so I've gotten the ball and I thought I had more time because you guys told me that this is really bad football. So I was expecting really, really bad football.
We also said we're playing top side who beat us by 130
yeah,
points.
true.
And we're
So
pretty
maybe
good,
I didn't
so-
listen that much.
And we said we were really bad. So you're not going to be stiff arming your own teammates. So
So
I could.
I picked up the footy and I sort of just froze in time for a second because I got plenty of time, Scott Penderbury-esque. And then there was a bloke running square at me and I had nowhere else to go except for try and stiff arm. Like, I couldn't get a handball, couldn't get a kick, so it was stiff arm and get tackled, or stiff arm and survive. And I survived. Stiff arm to the ground and hit up a bloke in the middle of the ground. It's
I
just
thought you kicked the dribbler. Did you kick a dribbler after?
no, I hit him on the tip.
Jarra Davis kicking efficiency very good that game. Premier data, thanks for the stats.
He kicked one dribbler.
Kicking at 86%.
I did kick one dribbler. That's
Kicking
right.
at 86% out of fullback.
Two of those kicks were just to me, right in front of me.
Right on the
had a lot of Nick
fingertips.
Dacos about him.
Yeah, he had heaps about him. Wearing the big 111.
Yeah, a couple extra
Actually,
kilos on him.
heard a lot of the Lockleys cheer squad. Woof! Well, how did they do it at Carlton? Srey's the king of this.
What the fuck is that?
Srey does this at all Carlton games. Give us your best, Adam Sard.
What have you just said?
Do that again.
Guys, I've taken my time to apologise to all Carlton Blues fans for that.
Give us your woof.
Woof.
There we go.
That was very good.
That's terrible.
He's a chihuahua. Oh my god.
We've got a lot on the run sheet here about Jarra. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so we just got a few of your
Few highlights. I think we can skip over them.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
achievements.
just
Few
skip over the
lowlights.
career highlights.
So we'll jump straight into it. He's a seasoned veteran at the Monash Fourths when they did have a team.
Oof.
Unfortunately, the team was withdrawn.
Disbanded?
Yeah, well, the team was cut at the end of last year.
Were they not good enough? Or?
No, we were pretty good, and we had a full side every week. But the problem is, no one turned up to pre-season, so the club couldn't actually put forth, like they couldn't pay the league for the team because
They didn't know how many numbers they would have on the track. Whereas most clubs have the opposite. They have 120 rock up to I'm not the preseason, but before round one,
but we had
and then
no one.
come round 6, there's only 90 blokes at the club
Yeah.
because a lot of blokes just lose interest or pick up work or get injured or their missus pulls them out of the team.
Whereas we had 40 blokes rock up, so like a first, a seconds, and barely a thirds.
Yeah.
And so they cut the fourths, and it sort of cut my career. I didn't play.
Well, you did. You played 2 games in the
I filled
thirds.
in. Yeah, I filled in. Yeah.
From what I can remember, it was taped on numbers.
Yeah, that's where the 111 came from.
Yeah, you wore the triple digits in the biggest game of Ressies.
Yeah,
long
so the
sleeve.
Yeah, so the 111 long sleeve came from. I used to wear number 1 in my 19 season, and then obviously moving up to the senior club, one of the seniors blokes was number 1. So I was like, I'll just go 11. No, one of the seniors blokes was number 11, so I just did the 111.
Was there a process there where you could maybe challenge a senior bloke for the number?
Absolutely not.
You can't be like, let's have an arm wrestle.
Do you have, like,
I would lose.
I would do a tickle fly.
First one to laugh has to wear the higher number.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Can we have one of them now?
No,
Trey, I want 18 next year.
No, you don't. No,
Well, I do, and I'm going to tickle fight you for
You
it.
can have it. I'll take 81. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's too good.
So you've been forced to pull out the triple digit 111.
Yeah.
Were you the only triple digit at Monash?
Oh, hell no. No.
Because there's a club in Adelaide that's renowned for this. It's Adelaide University, which is where Peter Malinauskas plays, the Premier of South
My
Australia.
man Pete.
And we put it's a well-known fact between everyone in Adelaide. They all know they have these numbers. When we put up the TikToks this year, we expose them a little bit around the nation because what they do is whatever number you come to the club at, it's sort of same as like cricket in the baggy green.
Like the baggy green number.
You get given that sequence of numbers. So there's players like 900. There's Pete
I don't
Malinauskas.
think it's that high.
Pete Malinauskas is 203 or 201.
29.
Yeah, he's in the early 200s. But yeah, there was a couple. I remember there was the bloke I was rocking against was 311.
Yeah.
And
And he got a lot of features because I had a few hit outs that day over him, and then he threw a few stiff arms at me. And we had
Didn't he?
this video that blew up, and he was getting exposed massively for wearing the 311. So
I respect the 311.
yeah, well, it's
That's a
it's
heavy
annoying,
number.
like
Heavy.
Adelaide Uni's quite famous for it. So like the triple digit, we don't really see anywhere else. I wore a triple digit last week when we
Yeah.
went back to Adelaide purely because it was a leftover Guernsey at the club, and I don't have any gear left. We sold it all off for the junior community. But I had a bit of Jarra Davis in me when I put the triple digit on. I was like, put it on, and in my head immediately was like, I'm Jarra Davis.
Usually the only way you get it is when you put the tape, the 1,
Yeah.
next to
Yes.
the 20, the 22, the 10.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I might rock it for the rest of my career, I think.
I don't see why not.
If anyone was to, just fun fact, if anyone was to move to play for Adelaide University, they'd be 341. So
Really?
Yeah, that's right. No, so it's not in terms of what point you came to the club. They have 10 teams.
Yes.
Oh,
So they
okay.
number all the teams from the
From
ones
ones
team
to-
get 1 through to 34 or whatever, and then the
Yeah,
twos team
generally
get.
They have like, they don't in Adelaide they like give them letters, so like D grade, but they just give their team names.
I wonder if there's a ranking system there. So if you're obviously in the ones and you're the captain, do you get one? But if you're
I think that's how it
if
works,
you're in
yeah.
the tenths and you're the last pick player, are you 340?
I would assume so.
And is there like Diary of a Wimpy Kid type style here where you work your way up the ranking system?
Yeah, like a 340.
Like if you have if you're 340 and you kick a few snags, and then you go to the bloke wearing like 333 and be like, I think I deserve your Guernsey. Like,
Well, I'd like to see a big number player playing in the ones.
but does he move up his like? Does he move up the Guernsey numbers, or does he just move up the teams and keep their Guernsey
I
for
think he'd
life?
keep his Guernsey.
I'd love to see a ranking system. Maybe it's something we develop next year where it's a ranked in order of picked.
We're getting
and
very
if
close
you
to
have a good
Dewey's
game,
digits.
You'd give yourself number one every day of the week.
But if Srey kicked a few snags, he's in full right to go up to a top 10 player and be like, I challenge you to your Guernsey.
yeah, I wouldn't though. 18's elite.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well,
Would
I
you
mean,
even want to though?
Where would you rank yourself?
In the team, like 18 through 22.
Yeah. It's just an interesting point. If that's how they number, like I would love to see a ranking system.
See, I think there's like blokes that fill in that get lower numbers than me, and I don't even like bat an eyelid. I'm
Yeah.
happy with 54.
18's cool. I wanted 42, but 18's.
But what about if you didn't have that set number and they said it is ranked?
It's ranked.
Like you're in team 10, so you got to wear Guernsey's 310 to 340. Would you be fighting for 310, or would you just be like?
Nah, at that point, who cares?
Yeah, at that point you don't even play football.
Because then the point.
I'd love
the
to see a
numbers-
Diary of Wimpy Kids type strategy there,
I
where
want,
you
like,
move your way up and down the ladders.
333. If I'm in the last team, I want 333.
I think
That'd
the
be a
numbers
big
so
Guernsey.
insignificant
That'd be
at that
very
point.
wide.
Yeah. Even
388.
like illusion, it'll be wide.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just in general.
I just think that half a number, it's so insignificant. You're just playing footy.
Yeah. If you're in the tents, like, why bother?
Yeah, well,
Like
well,
300.
Imagine the battle. Imagine the battle
No,
of the
like,
guy who's the
no.
worst player in the team. He kicks a snag, goes, I get to move up at Guernsey this week.
I reckon you would
Nah,
start
I
a
don't
lot
think-
of.
no, I don't think so.
There'd be so much
The
drama. in
team
that
manager
club.
would be pulling their hair out.
It'd make for
Yeah.
good content.
the bloke doing the team list would be spewing.
Yeah.
I don't
They'd have
like
to
it.
rock up
I don't like
every
it.
week. Every
I'm off.
week and a new number for everyone.
Yeah, I say no.
And if I move
Yeah,
up, does that mean I get a medium? No. I want to keep my
No,
extra
you have to
large.
squeeze into the medium.
No.
Because you had a good game. So the Guernseys, the more you move up, the smaller they get. Because obviously, like,
No.
I disagree so wholeheartedly.
This is...
Is there like a button where it's like good call, shit call?
Yeah, we should do
that's
that.
a shit call.
That was
you can
bad.
yeah, that's good. That's the...
Yeah,
Good for
good call,
me.
shit call,
That's a
shit call.
That's a bad.
All right,
call.
moving on. So, obviously, your Monash days, that's when you started getting into the 111.
Yep.
Back in your under-16s days,
I
you
was,
were a little bit of a
Well,
good footballer.
well, I was probably like, I was the same height, so I'm probably like between 5'11" and on my Tinder profile 6'3".
Ladies, watch out. Tinder swindler.
So I was this tall, but I was thinner. So like I was quite big, but I was quite fit. So like I was sort of like an early developer football wise. So
and he's had a few big off
aren't we all?
seasons.
I was quite good, and then eventually I got to the point where I started finding food. And my favorite food combo back then was you used to get the Woolworths home brand corn chips, heavily salted. I used to add extra salt
Oh, that's concerning.
and vanilla yogurt, right? And I used to dip
This
the corn
crook.
chips into the yogurt, and I would eat a whole bag and a whole 2 kilo tub of yogurt, pretty much like every second day after school.
Your parents should have put you down. That's disgusting.
So I packed on probably like
Did you ever experiment with
15
different flavour
kilos.
yogurts?
Nah.
worried-
It was always
How did
vanilla.
you not
Always
pack on
vanilla.
like cancer or something? What the? Are you alright?
How is like your bowels still working?
not
Your
good.
stomach lining must
Could you
not
imagine
exist.
those? But just I'm thinking of combinations here. The Dorito chip with chocolate yogurt. The
No.
Dorito chip with
Nah,
strawberry yogurt.
nah,
Like,
it was-
How did you not have the intrigueness in your brain to experiment if you're
because I
already
found
using
what was
Doritos
good.
and yogurt?
I found what was good and I stuck to it.
Found the niche.
So it was that on off days, and then before training, I used to walk from school to the training ground, which was like a 2K walk. But you used to have to walk through town, right? And I used to get whatever
High
money,
fives, kissing babies.
whatever money I used to like have, I would go and spend it at the pizza shop. So I'd have a full large pizza before every footy training session. Genuine. So I'd spend $15.80.
We're saying no, you wouldn't, as if this isn't stuff we would do, but it is definitely
Yes.
stuff we do
No,
currently.
this is a bit too
A
far.
large pizza before footy training is
Yeah.
out of my realms.
Because footy training started at 4:30, and obviously school finished at 3:15. So I had an hour and 15 minutes to walk 2Ks. So I used to go get a pizza, take it to footy training, eat it before anyone rocked up. And I packed on a lot of kilos. And then eventually I got dropped from every rep team ever. Like,
So you got cut from the Gippsland Power.
I got cut from everything.
It started off at the Dandenong Stingrays, and then you got.
I got
from
cut
there,
from, like, pretty quickly.
and then you got cut from the Gippy Power.
Yeah, they saw me roll into training and they said this bloke can't play
Quite
midfield anymore.
literally rolling.
It's like
They
in
said this bloke can't play mid.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
What's the girl that gets all big and blue?
Veruca Salt.
Yeah, Jarra Davis Salt.
I came back
Christ.
I came back one off season and I looked in
No,
horrific
isn't it
shape.
Violet Beauregard? Veruca Salt's the one with the rich mum, the rich dad.
Whenever one gets fat and rolls
Yeah,
around.
it's Violet
Yeah.
because she eats the
Yeah.
Violet bubble gum and blows her up.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, so it didn't.
I heard a rumor there's a new Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory coming out. By the way,
But honestly, like,
You have a lot of sources that are, some of them aren't credible.
I'm applying.
That's not good.
I'm applying for Willy Wonka.
No.
I heard this because someone said I look like Willy Wonka, and they told me that there is a new one coming out soon.
Anyways,
on Swan
guys.
Street. someone told me that.
Anyways, some people have asked a few questions for Jarra. Yeah, that's Jarra as a kid. Anyways, guys, people are asking questions for Jarra.
Yeah.
And Cass says, Jarra, take the boys to Gippsland for a country weekend and review the bakeries.
We have been to your
Huge.
area, not quite Gippsland,
Yeah.
not quite where you
Oh.
grew up. But we went to Nilmadarnum with you, the hometown hero. You walked in, you were signing autographs, and everyone was
I don't know
clapping you
about
through
that.
the ground.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Neil McDonald's a good spot.
But it was your home where you grew up.
It is.
No, it's not.
You were telling us all
You
the
were
great things about
You
the
said
area.
I used to go around here. I
I
used to
grew
ride
up-
my bike here.
I grew up in Beaconsfield, and then I moved to Gippsland when I was like 15,
Okay.
16. So I
Is there a good bakery we should visit if we go to Gippsland?
Oh,
And the viewers at
100%.
home might be able to visit if they go to Gippsland.
There's a really good bakery in Moe. The Moe Bakery. You might, I would lock your cars and drive through very fast.
Okay.
But the bakery there is very, very nice. Really good flaky pastry.
So
What are we getting though? Like, what's
Yeah,
your?
Oh, I'm a sausage roll man through and through. Sausage roll is sort of the benchmark. It's the. It's,
Trey's a good sauce. You like a
Yeah.
good sauce roll.
Yeah,
lately. You've been
the
getting that at
pie-
the footy lately.
Pie is sloppy and it gets on my fingers and it burns my fingers. So
But
that's
every-
what I have to say.
Trey's got this technique I've seen lately. He gets the sauce packet, gets the sauce roll, puts a little bit of sauce on, bite. Puts a little bit of sauce on, bite.
yeah, sauce
Little
on
bit
the
of
end,
Sauce on,
and
bite.
then bite.
dude,
Yeah.
Is that not normal?
No, I just see
No, that's how you
a
do it.
normal technique I see at the footy is someone just gets the sauce roll and sort of goes up and down,
Nah,
or sort of just covers
'cause
the
it
whole
start-
thing. But you're a bite to bite operator.
Yeah, I need
It's-
I need
it
the
starts
ratio
dripping
correct.
off.
He gets the ratio really correct because
Yeah.
he
It's probably
knows
the
how much.
smarter way to do it.
I didn't think it was that rare.
Well, I mean, most
No,
of the time
I'm-
you don't have the takeaway sauce packet as well. In some
Yeah,
canteens, you
good
have to
point.
get the bottle when you.
Yeah, that's different.
There's another technique when you have the bottle where you like plug it in
Yeah,
three or four
if I had
times.
to do that, I'd plug.
Have you seen that? You get like the
That's
sauce bottle with the
disgusting.
pointy end.
Bottle
You push it in,
in,
squeeze, push it in, squeeze.
At most bakeries, they're allowed to do that.
That's
Yeah.
just really inconsiderate to other people, I think.
Oh,
Well,
everyone
that
does it.
sauce bottle isn't going in anyone's mouth. It's just getting
Nah,
punched
it's
into the
just
pie.
green.
Like
Everyone does it. So it's
the
fine.
only people was inconsiderate to was like vegans or something. Like you might have a little bit of meat on the end of your sauce bottle going in your vegan pie.
But yes, Cass, Gippsland's the place to be. We have the best yogurt as well.
Oh,
Gippsland
yeah.
yogurt.
You know,
no, it all makes sense
you were
now.
tucking in, brother. You were tucking in. All
Thick
right.
and creamy, thick and creamy.
Gee whiz, Jarra. This next question is from Cooper. I don't know if you're related to him or not.
I
but,
hope not.
He says, "Who is your favourite brother?"
I didn't even know you had a brother. Like, I thought you were an only child.
He has
No,
more
so
than
I've got
one.
two brothers.
And a sister.
I don't have a sister.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no.
Your sources are wildly incorrect today.
I did not have a sister. My parents thought I was going to be a
Your
girl.
sources
They were
working
praying
with
for a
Gen
girl.
Z?
My
Yeah.
sauces are plugged in the sausage
Yeah,
roll.
so-
No, I've got two older brothers, Bailey and Cooper, and we're all pretty much opposites of each other, which is great.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
how
it's
it
really
is.
good. I don't know if I have a favorite, but
Man,
So
my
is
brother
Cooper
is the
your
same.
favourite for listening to the Ressies?
no.
I would say
So
so.
do any of them
Yeah,
have
but
football
you're my
skills better
favourite.
than you? Like, are they any of them athletes or are they all Ressies operators?
See, my dad always said that.
Because I know your dad is quite like in touch with footy, so like
Yeah.
I could imagine him growing up, 3 boys, teaching him the way,
Oh, I've got
showing him some skills. You obviously got some skills, but you don't pack the athletic.
I've got footy stories for days. But my dad always said that if we mixed the talent of me, like I was always very talented at sports. Like I was always like naturally good at sports, but I never really had like a natural athleticism.
So you were
Whereas-
good at footy, but you're just a little fat bastard.
He was good at
Yeah.
footy, but he was going to the pizza shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
I can read the play and like I can kick properly. But like my oldest brother Bailey was unbelievably athletic, but had no like football like knack. Like he didn't have a knack for it.
So
My
then
dad always
Cooper's got
said,
the best of both worlds.
"No, Cooper cannot play sport at all. He used to
Yeah.
dance." Yeah,
Like break
Dance?
dance?
no,
Like
like
Srey dances
no,
sometimes. He's
no,
got
like-
some moves. Like does,
No,
he hit,
like-
does he hit the gwitty?
no, like tap dance
Where do we go?
and like jazz dance and stuff.
That's hard. I couldn't do that.
Yeah,
Still
it's
pretty
hard work,
athletic,
man.
though.
Yeah, it's very athletic, but it's just not sport related.
Do you know AFL
Yeah.
players back in the day used to do ballet for their balance?
Well, what's that boxer that does a ballet?
Harry Garside.
He does a box. He
He's-
does a ballet.
He's very good.
He does a ballet.
Quick feet, man.
Sweet,
Quick feet.
Quick feet, bang, bang, bang.
You might
last-
need to take up ballet if you want to take on Dan Gorringe.
Yeah.
I will fuck Dan Gorringe up.
Oh.
I'm saying it again. I'm saying it again.
Oh.
I don't care that he's 6'7".
Just let him be.
He got delisted.
Yeah.
Have I ever been? Shit.
Hello, Gippsland Power on the phone.
Monash third.
Danny Nog Stingrays into the chat.
Jesus Christ.
Beep, beep, beep. Shit.
Well, we
Anyways.
might have to keep that party. then.
Well,
All right, last question here is from our main man, Jordan McCleary.
Yes.
Is the Hawker worth going to? From Hamish.
oh, that's a tough question.
Who's Hamish?
I would
Yeah,
say
who is Hamish? Do you know the Hamish?
I don't know the Hamish.
Okay.
No, not the McLaughlin.
Hamish Blake.
Yeah, maybe it's Hamish Blake. Nah, so the Hawker is a fine establishment
Hamish
in
McIntosh.
Hawthorn.
We were at the Hawker on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
I did take the Ressies boys minus Will to the Hawker.
Yeah, that's alright.
Interesting place.
It's a uni pub.
It has vibes, but being a 73-year-old male, it was a lot
Yeah.
younger than my normal crowd. Especially when Jordan McCleary realised that a couple of the people there were in his brother's year 11 class at high school.
So what's happening there? How are they getting into the pub?
I don't know,
Should we
there's
start
some-
asking questions?
They
There's
had
some-
Scan Tech as well,
Should we
so there
send
should be some
should we
questions.
send the AFP down there?
We should
There's
send
some-
Google down there because it's corrupt.
Yeah, yeah.
There's some
they
fake
gang
IDs
Google.
rolling around nowadays.
Nah, of course.
But it's good place, cheap drinks.
$5.
Year
something like
11s in the
that?
crowd.
Oh, no, that's not.
Well, now we're getting to danger territories.
Yeah, you know what? If you're year 11, get out of the pub. That's what I reckon. Just get out.
Just save it for when you're 18.
Just have a few raspberry cordials at home, like I used to do back in the day.
You're gonna ruin it. You're gonna ruin your fun for when you're older.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. But still,
Yeah,
just
what
get out
can
of the
you
pub.
Unless you want to go to a pub, go visit Srey because he hasn't got his RSA yet.
I do, mate. I responsibly serve alcohol. I love serving alcohol responsibly.
You did pour me a very good pint. I'll give you that.
You poured me a nice glass of water.
Yeah,
So.
look, man.
It had good head. It had like a thumb width
Yeah,
of
I
head.
know.
Very
I'm
nice.
pretty good at my job, man.
do? He's pretty good.
I can pour beers with my eyes closed. No one, you can't see that, but I just pour a beer with my eyes closed.
That's one for the video podcast.
Yeah, the video guys love that one. All right, we have next one.
Well, we don't have the Palmy review this week, just because it was a little bit rushed into it.
Because Willie was in New Zealand.
Yeah.
We were obviously with Jarra Davis, so it was a little bit hard because Jarra doesn't eat chicken palmies.
What
Oh.
the fuck?
But we didn't have Will here, so we thought it'd be rude if we
That's
went out.
defamation.
We thought it'd be rude if we
Yeah.
went out to lunch without Will and had a palmy without him. It's
I
pretty
had a
bad that we
palmy.
went to all the footy. We drank milk with Jess Hosking. We went to the Hawker and we weren't with Will.
Yeah.
So we thought like that's pretty crushing in itself to come back from New Zealand and see your
I had a
mates
Palmer.
have a lot of fun.
I had a Palmer from
So we
Schnitz.
thought we'll save the Palmer
Good.
for when
No.
Will comes back.
Not good. At
Palmer from Schnitz.
So next
so
week,
bad.
yeah, Schnitz is not.
Schnitz is not a good Palmer.
For a place that has like Schnitzel in their name,
Not
terrible.
good.
All
Not
right,
good.
I'm
But
crossing
next
my list.
week, Will's back.
We're back.
We'll have some lunch. We'll maybe have some breakfast Palmers, dinner Palmers,
Oh, breakfast Palmer.
Brekkie Palmer.
bracky Palmers.
Alright.
Does that have egg on top?
Yeah, egg and
Yeah, I'd
bacon, I
say so.
reckon.
Yeah.
We'll have to.
Well,
Alright.
we'll have one next week. Alrighty,
Oh,
guys.
stop it.
Welcome to Checkers Checkout for week 2.
That bag
Can you
looks
can you
mangled.
fill us in
Bit of
on
context.
Last
the
week,
segment itself and then last week?
well, basically, this whole segment exists on. Me and Srey like to go grocery shopping together, and I
Yeah.
thought a cool segment could be that I bring home something from the grocery store, bring it into the podcast studio, and you guys have to eat and review it.
Yeah.
Which it was a scary thing at first for
It
you guys.
still
You were
is.
quite nervous. If you listen to
I
episode
am.
1, if you go back through and listen towards the end of episode 1, I did listen. I was out of the room last week when we introduced this segment because I had to go prepare this segment. But you guys were expecting spam,
yeah. I
ham, tuna. What was
I
going?
like spam.
thought
There was
canned sausages.
Canned sausages.
Oh.
And I actually brought in a birthday cake because it was Shrey's birthday.
Well,
So,
it wasn't, but it is.
yeah, Shrey's birthday
Yeah.
every podcast day.
Well, why not?
Happy birthday.
Thanks, man.
Shake your hand.
No.
Anyways, it had candles on it. We blew them out. It made a big mess of the
I know, I
studio
had to
because
clean
there was
it up.
chocolate shavings all over the carpet.
Yeah.
You guys had some slices of birthday cake. How was it?
Quite good.
Yeah, delicious.
Quite delicious.
Episode 1, quite the hit. Jarra joins us for episode 2 of Checkers Checkout. I have the
Oh.
bag here in front of me. I've just Uber Eats this one because I didn't have time to
There's
go to the
nothing in
shops
the
this
bag.
morning. And I want to know what before we open it up, what you guys think might be inside my checkout bag this week.
I'm a bit concerned with how small.
Yeah, it looks mangled as well.
What, you just expecting me to bring chocolate mud cakes
Is
every
it in
week?
there?
No, I'm not expecting.
He
you to
did
bring
ask if it was
a
going to
mud
go
cake.
off, like if we were going to be
I
recording
think
for a while.
it's.
So I think it's something
like,
cold.
I think it's little Frankfurts.
Nah, I
Okay.
think it's gonna be gross. I think it's like goat's cheese.
Check, man.
Whatever you guess, Will.
Something.
Blue
Something
cheese.
Give us
good.
something.
Cream cheese.
I think it's dog food.
I think it's blue cheese.
All right, guys. Checkers, check out week 2. I have
Hopefully it's a
brought-
bottle of water.
Start the drum roll. Furry friends.
Yes!
What's that?
I love furry friends.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Jarra
As a fat
Davis.
boy, you should know.
Jarra Davis, how do you not know the furry friends? I've got the 5-pack here. They used to sell these individually when I was young, but at the
Yes.
school canteen, they'd sell them for about 10 cents each.
Oh.
They come in. That was back in the good old
Yeah,
days.
I know how to say.
Back in 1943. But anyways, on the front of each packet, they have a different animal. I don't know if it's Australian animal. I'm pretty sure
I
it
think
is.
they are all
They're
Australian.
Aussie
Yeah.
animals.
There is a black cat on here, though, which is concerning me. Or is that the Tasmanian tiger? That's
Tassie Devil.
Tassie Devil. But
It's
it looks like a black cat. You have to agree with me. That looks like just a regular house cat.
No, it does not.
That is a regular house cat.
No, it does not.
Oh, yeah.
The cartooning's not great there. But anyways, there's a kangaroo, porcupine, and we've got another kangaroo. I think
They're the echidna.
they rotate the animals per pack. We've managed to snag 2 echidnas,
So what
2
is
kangaroos.
what is it? I'm confused.
Basically,
You just eat it.
which animal do you want? I'm going to give you the black cat.
Can I have the echidna, please?
Is it just
I'll have-
chocolate?
One
love a
kangaroo
kangaroo.
for you,
Can I have the
Will.
echidna?
One porcupine for you,
No,
Srey. I'm going to indulge in a porcupine as well.
So it's just chocolate.
But it's the best
It's
type.
the best
It's
type.
the way it is. Like, I think it's just normal Cadbury chocolate, but
What do you mean?
it's
It's
so
literally
it's
just a
thin.
fucking
The way it's built like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, like the old one.
Like
Mine-
Willy Wonka.
Mine's
Willy
broken.
Wonka.
So, checking out for week 2. Will,
Oh.
what's your thoughts early? You've had the first bite.
It's so delicious.
I don't
It's melting in my
Jarra
hand very
Davis.
quickly.
Recommendations, what are your thoughts?
See, just off the bat, I'm not like a huge like milk chocolate just by itself, man. And this is like all of that combined, so this is not very good for me.
You know, he likes eating pizza before training, but he can't eat chocolate milk.
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know.
fight
Milk
me.
chocolate.
Fight me for wanting to have fun with my
Well,
life.
look, okay, all I'm saying is it's not even just because it's just normal Cadbury chocolate, right?
But, it's really
But because
thin.
it's thin and it melts nicely, that's why it's the best. Because it's
I've
the same
already
chocolate as
finished
Frodo
it.
Frog, but I would have this over a Frodo Frog every day of the week.
I've finished mine.
So there was a 5-pack. There's one left over. Should we give it to Dill?
Yeah, we'll give it a
My
go.
good golf, there's IBS.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it'll screw him up for his big fight with Jarra Davis.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Oh, check,
Well-
man, you've done well again for Checkers Check Out.
Yeah, well, you had 2 good ones, so
I
next
actually
week,
loved it.
look out, because there could be something juicy coming.
Hopefully it's not beetroot or something
Yeah.
gross like that.
Hopefully it's not pine. Oh, I'd hate it if it was
2
a
sweet
frozen
treats.
pizza.
You ever in school,
Hopefully it's Dan Gorringe's head after I knock it off!
did you ever have in school at the class party, the teacher would be like, all right, all the boys bring sweet, all the girls bring savoury, or vice versa?
Yeah.
No, the teacher would just say bring something in.
Yeah, the half the
It's
class.
sweet and savoury, yeah.
So there was a
Yeah.
bit of a mix. You didn't just have everyone bringing chocolate lollies. You had the 2 sweet treats. I need a drink. I've got furry friends in the back of my throat.
Oh, gross!
It's melted and thank you.
No, don't spill it.
Anyway, so there was a sweet and savoury option. I brought 2 sweets the first 2 weeks. So I think the next week I'm going to have to bring a savoury option. We can't just keep eating sweet food. It's not good
I'd
for the
like a
diabetes. You like a what?
A bag of chips, my voice broke.
Trey needs a drink too. Furry friends are in the back of his throat. But.
No, there's not.
Alrighty, guys. That will wrap up the Ressies podcast episode 2. Before we go, we have a few things coming up.
Huge.
You'll find them on future episodes. Ourselves, personally, Marmalade, we have the Fox Footy Longest Kick we are
Yeah.
aiming for. We still haven't heard
Please.
if we're in or not. Sorry, I still have furry friends in the back of my throat. I don't know when they're going to leave.
Please.
But we're looking to get in the Fox Footy Longest Kick. We've been making videos every day, kicking torps. We're up to day 30 something at the moment.
32?
We're going to go kicking torps directly after this episode.
We do have to.
But we're kicking torps every day, trying to get the attention. We've done torps with Adam Gilchrist, torps with Will Taylor, Jarra Davis, Katie
Aaron Gox.
McDonald, Aaron Gox. And we have a few big videos coming out. So if you see any of that content, feel free to tag Fox Footy in it. Feel free to try get on their radar, try get their attention because we haven't heard anything yet.
Just do it.
Yeah, just
And hopefully they'll let us on the stage on the big day and
I'd
Srey
love
can
to.
run up the runway,
and kick 25
slip
minutes.
over, do his knee and fall in the arrow for you.
Oh,
I'll try, boys.
You'd have to get 7 tetanus shots. man.
Oh, yeah, and I'm a bit worried
You're
about that.
crazy.
I know.
Speaking about grand final day, we do also have a big event.
Ooh, grand final breakfast, Clubby Sports.
I'm hearing it's almost sold out.
I heard rumors
I
that
spoke to Dill just
tickets
before we came in here and he
hot.
said there's not many left.
Yep.
Dill doesn't talk to me much anymore.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I'm glad he spoke to you, boys.
Yeah. Well, it's 10 to 1 grand final day, 30 September.
At the Crown Casino.
Crown Casino, the pub at Crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free
And then
beers all morning.
Free beer. So 10 to 1 when you
Well,
get
if
a
you buy
ticket.
it.
If you buy
When you get a
tickets,
ticket,
free
you get a
beers.
few frothies.
You get free beers, you get
and
breakfast.
You get some brekkie.
There's going to be chalky milk there, I've heard, from Good Sauce.
And you get to hang out with me. It's so cool.
Hang on.
Marmalade will be doing an
How
appearance.
good is this sauce? Because your sauces have been pretty
Yeah.
good today.
The sauce is
Yeah.
Dill Buckley sitting
the sauce
outside
is good.
eating his Guzman White Gomez before we came in, and he was going, I think it. I was trying to imitate him eating there, but he was eating.
That sounded wrong.
And,
Eating his, veggie Kelly.
and voices were coming out, so I didn't know. Yeah, you
That's
could.
sorry. Anyways, guys.
You buy a ticket, you get food, you get drinks, you get chalky milk, you get to see the Ressies podcast on stage doing a piece. We've got
course
Kick
you're
It
gonna be
Forward, we've got Dan Gorringe versus Jarra Davis in the ring,
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
we've got Dill Buckley. I'm trying to think what else we've got. We've got a few other podcasts.
Brilliant
On good
friends.
authority, we
Brilliant
will have
friends.
Jim Brady and Matt Knight, the Nightmare, and
Ooh.
Sharpie coming from Adelaide. So we're bringing the Adelaide boys
That'll be
along.
Sharpie.
And then hopefully, if all things go well, you'll be able to have on the big screen. We'll be there for the start. You can help us put some deep heat in the hamstrings.
Oh,
Yeah.
We'll race down to the longest kick our torp, and you can watch that on the big screen. And then we can come back and you can laugh at us as we smell like Yarra water. So
yeah. But
Fucking
yes, guys.
tickets, there's not many left. There is
No, there's
not
not.
many left. I heard there's only a couple tables left. So jump on. They'll be in the link in our Instagram. I think we'll put them in that.
Instagram and
If
probably
you,
in the
if
show
you need to get a
notes.
ticket.
Yeah, we can put it in the show notes.
And thanks, guys, again for listening. Really appreciate it. Make sure to follow the Ressies podcast and give us 5 stars. 5 stars on Spotify. Anyway, you can rank 5 stars anyway.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yep. Anywhere you get your podcast, rank us 5 stars.
Srey,
Comment-
before you go, Christian Srey Tracker was not around this week.
No, I had a bit of a busy week, didn't we? So the cooking wasn't.
He started a new
Scratch.
job and he can't cook for us anymore.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to pen you into cooking tonight. What are you going to cook for us?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
You could fire one in right now and we'll commit to it.
No, I don't want to cook because I haven't looked at.
I'm going to cook Dan Gorringe in the ring!
That's terrible.
I'm going to put him on the frying pan! And
Oh.
fuck him up!
Thanks.
And we'll leave that one
Just
there.
let me outro the
Forgot you were
bloody.
here,
Let me
man.
outro the podcast. Yes, thank you for listening. Like I said, rate us 5 stars and please follow us and download all episodes as well. On Spotify, click the bell. Apparently, that's what it's telling me here.
Ring the bell!
Ring the bell.
Yeah, ring the bell! For Dan Gorringe versus Jarra Davis! When I knock him out!
So if you
Anyways,
click-
ring the bell so you don't miss any of our episodes, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks,
Cheers.
Jarrah, for coming on today.
Thanks, guys.